Oops, got caught. Hello there and welcome to today's video. And the topic for our discussion today is no. It's not a bad result. No, it's not all that bad. What I'm referring to is the no you get if in fact you're an online marketer or a marketer of any sort, okay? No is not that bad a result. Now, I know for many people, right, that the biggest problem that you probably are facing right now, if you're running any sort of business at all, is the fact, just the thought of people rejecting you, rejecting your business opportunity, rejecting your offer of help, rejecting you in any way, shape or form, that fear could be holding you back, okay? In fact, not could be, it probably is definitely holding you back, right? But I want to share this with you. This is very important you get this done. That people say no to you, not because of you really, or the color of your eyes or whatever it may be, right? People say no to you for three basic reasons, right? The first thing probably is the wrong time for them. Maybe what you're offering them is something that is probably viable for them, but it's not the right time for them. So one, it's not the right time. Secondly, perhaps you've got no relationship with them, so there's no trust factor with you, right? And that's pretty common. You see this often, especially on social media, when people friend you and then boom, ping you with a link saying, here, I've got something special for you. I mean, I just got one 5 minutes before I started this live, okay? So first one is basically the wrong time. Secondly, you've got no relationship with them. And thirdly, even if you have a relationship with them, you haven't earned the right to ask. That's key, okay? You haven't earned the right to ask. And how the heck do you earn the right to ask? By giving value. And then I'm going to show you how you can fix all three of those things today, okay? And I'm hoping that you can walk away from this video today with a lot more confidence in you and your business opportunity, whatever it may be. And think this, when people say no to you, you can have a smile on your face, right? Because you're going to win. That's my objective today. Big call, eh? Let's see how I go. My name is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer. And as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, way up near the Cambodian border. And as I always want to do, I want to acknowledge people who have gone out of their way to share their valuable time with this old Aussie in a little Thai village. So let me see who I've got on board here very quickly. Lisa Anna Palmer, thank you very much for joining me. Good to see you, Lisa. Thank you. Janet, good to see you too. Janet, good to see you. Cecil, hello, Cecil. Looking forward to talking to you soon, mate. Nompillo, thank you for joining me as well. Terrence James, we've got the Welsh in the house. Penny Kennedy, wow, good to see you, Penny. Thank you. Hope your mum's okay. Okay. Is anyone else? Lynette Cheng from Malaysia, good to see you as well. Dennis Andrew, thanks, matey. Thank you very much indeed. That's what I'm talking about here. Just recently, I've been listening and learning from two mentors of mine, two brilliant coaches. And they talk about things the way I like to talk about them. They are both heart-based coaches. I don't mean they're soft-centered, by the way. It means that they talk from the heart. This is real, and if you listen to my last video, it's not soft, it's bloody hard to do. But it's real, okay? These two guys are Bob Heilig and Bill Barron, okay? Both these guys are brilliant in their own way in two completely different fields, but they share a really common belief, and that heart-based sales is the way to overcome the biggest issue facing most marketers, and that's this fear of getting a bloody no, okay? This is what I want to share with you, okay? Now, let me ask you, this is a rhetorical question, okay? But let me ask you this, and be honest with yourself, okay? Do you ever think what your prospects are thinking about you, right? Do you ever really sit and think, I wonder what they think about me, okay? Because if you do, I've got news for you. Stop fooling yourself, okay? Because you and me, we're not as important sometimes as we think we are. To be quite frank, most people are not thinking about us at all. Even if you've done a presentation to them, even if you've made an offer to them and they've said no to you, and you're feeling all discouraged and hurt and upset and what am I going to do now, all this sort of stuff, right? let me tell you, they're probably not thinking about you at all. After 60 seconds, 2 minutes, life goes on. They've got their own life to handle. They've got their own challenges. They're not worried about what you're thinking, right? Life goes on for them. So stop penalizing yourself. Stop hurting yourself, worrying about what other people are thinking about you. You cannot hold yourself responsible for their thinking because they're not interested and they're not thinking about you anyway, all right? By the way, another thing is this. Some people will say no, and this is going to be, I'm going to say it anyway, right? You might not like what I'm going to say here, but some people say no because they're really volunteer victims, okay? These people love to feel sorry for themselves. These people never take action, okay? These people will never accept responsibility for the situation they're in. They just like to complain and bitch and moan and think that everyone else is lucky and I'm not lucky, all this sort of stuff, right? Those sort of people, if you're dealing with them, stop dealing with them, please, okay? It's not your job to convince somebody, okay, that they deserve a better role in life, that they deserve more success. That's their problem, not yours. So please don't waste your time talking to people that you've got to try and convince that they should look after themselves more effectively and better than that, okay? That's a complete waste of time. But what you need to do is you need to build relationships on a daily basis. Every single day be building relationships. But, and this is the big but, for many people, especially on social media, they are spending countless hours, right, building relationships, but not getting any money, but not doing any business. And this is the trick. I mean, how do you cross between building a relationship and being nice, right, and all this sort of palaver, and then bringing your business up? Because this fear factor comes in. Oh, what if they say no, right? Sneaking in again, right? Sooner or later, unless you're just going to completely waste every day of your life, for example, on Facebook, doing messages, okay, and answering comments on posts, etc. I mean, surely life's more important than that, right? And if it is, then you need to get to a point when the relationship building you are building with people turns to some sort of business discussion, okay? You need to do that. And that's a subject for another video, to be quite frank, not this one. But you need to do that. If you're not doing that, okay, that means you're not collecting any no's. And maybe the reason you're not doing it is because you don't want to get a no. Now, if that's the case, then this video is going to help you anyway, right? Go ahead and be professional with the way you do this. Don't send them a link, right? By all means, request a time to talk to them. There's something you may have that could be of interest to them, okay? You've already gone through the relationship rapport building exercise. Hopefully you've given them some sort of value, which means you're building up your credibility with them, either via Messenger or on the post that you give, so they can see you're a person of interest. If you've done that and you're professional, then you deserve the opportunity to ask them to say hello to you, right? Now, when they do that, if they say no to you, okay, this is where the point of this video is all about. At that point in time, if they say no, remember, it could be timing. It certainly wasn't value because you earned the right to ask, but it could be timing in particular for them, or it could be a lot of other factors not related to you. If they say no to you then, okay, then do not give up on them, right? If you give up on them and go cold on them, then you are proving to them that the only reason you reached out to them in the first place was for your benefit, not for them, right? I know this might sound like tough love, but that's the truth. If they think of you at all, they'll think, no, Peter made a call to me, I didn't say anything to him, I haven't heard anything more from him, okay? Which means that all he wanted was something, right? So if that's the case, you need to change your mindset, change your thinking, okay? What you've got to do is become a giver, not a taker, as I alluded to earlier. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you called any of your potential clients, your prospects? When was the last time you called them just to say hello and not talk business, and you never spoke business? When was the last time you did that? Or have you ever done that before? Right? Think about that. And by the way, if you do that and they bring up business, do not talk business. Make it clear to them that wasn't the purpose for my call. Now this is tough because you may want them to talk business, but just keep your integrity in place. Okay, you are making the call not as a prospecting call, but from your heart as a caring call, and prove it to them by saying, look, that wasn't the purpose for my call. I'm happy to talk to you another time about that, but really I called you because I was thinking about you. Okay, well, how do you think they'll feel about that? Think about that. Like all of a sudden you are in a different little stratosphere, right? By the way, another thing, if you're a network marketer and you've got a team of network marketers, when was the last time you asked any of your team members about how's things going for them? Nothing to do with business either. Okay, think about that too. People are people, they respond to that, okay? So stop putting business up front all the time, okay? As I'm saying before, be heart-centered, be caring about these things, and you will find that all of a sudden things will change for you. Now, here are 3 steps. I'm going to suggest that if you've got a pen, jot them down. 3 steps that will transform you, transform your business, and transform all the relationships you ever have. Okay? 3 simple steps. And I challenge you, I truly challenge you to do them. The first one is this. Approach your prospects, okay, as I alluded to before, not as a prospecting thing, but purely as a genuine caring, how are you, what's happening, what's going on there. And do that not in typing. Do it talking to them, okay, by Zoom, by Skype, by Facebook, or at the very worst, leave a Facebook voice message, not a typed message, okay? Approach them. Ask them how they are. It's been a long time since you spoke. I'd love to hear what's happening for you, okay? Do that. Secondly, as I said before, resist the urge to talk business at any time, even if they bring it up. What you're trying to do is have a conversation with them to find out any particular pain point or problem that they may have. Not to solve it, just listen to them. Respect them for that and say, thank you for sharing that, okay? Then step number 2, go out of your way to go and find something of value that will help them solve the problem they just shared with you. It could be an article, it could be a video, it could be a blog post, it could be a Facebook Live that you've done. Whatever it is, share it with them in a week or so time. Just simply say, for example, Henry, I was thinking about you and your situation. I've got something you might find helpful to you, okay? Many blessings, lots of love to you, and I hope you'll find it helpful, okay? Don't pitch anything. This shows, one, that you listened, and secondly, that you cared for them, okay? You really cared for them by going out of your way and doing this. How do you think they're going to feel about you when you do that? These are the same people that said no to you, right? And you've come back to help them with more value. How do you think they're going to feel? And let me ask you something else. How do you think you're going to feel? You're going to feel darn good inside, right? It's going to do wonders for your self-belief. It's going to do wonders for your confidence. It's going to do wonders for the way you go about approaching all your relationships in future. Because this is transformation time, okay? Which brings me to point number 3. You see, there's a catch. And the catch is this. This approach, right, of looking of something for value to give them, okay, as a surprise, you don't tell them it's going to happen, as a surprise, this approach is not a business strategy. It's got to come from your heart, okay, because it's not a short-term thing. If it's a business strategy, you'll try this for maybe a week or 2 weeks and you don't get a result. Oh, I'll try something else. This is not what it's all about. This is a heart-based approach, and it does take time. But what you're doing is you're building up a whole lot of gratitude and a whole lot of reciprocation pluses for you. You are investing in your network. You are investing in your prospect list. Your prospect is sometimes referred to as your pipeline. Your pipeline is becoming more and more valuable to you because they're becoming more and more owing to you, because of the value you are sharing with them. Can you see where I'm going with this? Okay. If you do that and be patient to do this, then opportunities will come where you least expect it. They will come unbelievable. I'll promise you that. It's the whatever it could be, the law of reciprocation, the laws of attraction marketing, the laws of the universe, whatever it is. When I do this, this is what happens. If you're going through a tough patch, do this anyway. By the way, you should do this every single day. Every single day, but focus even more if you're going through a tough patch. Be a giver. When you do this, the world opens up for you, okay? So there you go. That's the way. It's time to transform you, your mindset, your business, and your relationships. And you can do it really simply, and you don't spend a cent. It's free. And you are showing true care, true empathy, true understanding, and true belief and support to the people around you. Don't you think that's going to be attractive to them? Of course it is. Okay? Give yourself the chance. There you go. I hope you found it helpful. My call to action for today, pretty simple, but I think you might like it. Okay? If you are, don't leave me a comment here for it. Send me a message. It's called Creating Profitable Posts. Creating profitable posts. This is a way for you to put some posts together, okay, that will get you a little bit more engagement, help, activity, etc., etc. If you're interested, send me a message. In the meantime, if you think this video could help you, your friends, your team members, whoever, please share it. Please leave me a comment here, and I'll always respond to you. Thank you very much indeed, and don't forget my parting thought to you. My parting thought: no is not a bad result. In fact, it's the beginning of a relationship. If you think of it that way, then the fear of making that call to that prospect, knowing that you're going to be a giver, not a taker, knowing that you're going to help, not try and sell, knowing that you're going to serve them, will make things a whole lot easier for you. If you think that through and you start really implementing what I'm sharing with you, I will tell you your transformation can happen almost overnight. All the best. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.